Yeah, yeah. Living in Babylon, huh? Stay safe though, you know what I mean? Yeah, stay safe, straight up. Yeah. All my niggas with me. You know we rollin'. Yeah. Bitch, don't nothing come free. Pay me what you owe me. Yeah. All my niggas with me. You know we rollin'. Yeah. Bitch, don't nothing come free. Pay me what you owe me. Yeah. These niggas full of buffoonery. Try me, they gon' read your eulogy. Gemini, you know it's two of me. Niggas don't know what to do with me. Alien, I feel immortalized. Only protected, we fortified. Nigga, you die, play with Mordecai. Lay in the ditch if you play with me. So the Minnesota Vikings beat the New York Giants in the first preseason game. Now we understand it's just preseason, but at the end of the day, a win is a win. You know, so shout out to the Vikings. Matter of fact, clap it up for them. SKOL Vikes, baby. Let's get it. Now we want to get into certain things we've seen from the game, understand from the game. I took a few notes as well, but first off, we know Miles Price is a dog. I repeat, Miles Price is a dog. He showed you everything you needed to see or want to see. Right now, that catch was phenomenal. One-handed grab, boom, fade away, give it to me. I heard commentators talk about the great throw from Wentz. It wasn't a great throw. You know, he gave him an opportunity, of course, but Miles Price went up one-handed and got it. That's first off the rip. But Miles Price flashing. That's what I talk about always. Flashing, making plays here, making plays there. That's how you separate yourself. You're talking about Miles Price, who didn't catch a ball last year, who could be an actual piece this year on this offense. You understand me? A few players flashed and made some plays as well. Josh Thomas, like I said, I'm gonna get into some notes, but we know that Miles Price is a dog, a real player. You understand? We know about Damon Claiborne, his explosiveness, his speed. Two things you can't coach are what? Size and speed. He has both. Well, speed more, but you know what I mean. But you can tell the way he runs, the way he cuts, give him a lane, a slight lane, the way he will take it. He can take it to the house at any moment. You saw it today, the explosiveness, the way he hit the hole. It's a difference between him and Aaron Jones. No disrespect. But if I'm going off right now, I don't care how much you paid Aaron Jones to come in the building. You have your backfield should be Jordan Mason and Damon Claiborne. Mason, you're one. Claiborne, you're two. Just off today, it was clear. Now, where some of these news and rumors and speculations of him performing bad in practice or not doing that good in practice, I don't know where the hell they may have came from. But if he was struggling in practice, whatever he was going through, whatever he needed to fix, he definitely fixed it. You saw it today, bro. The difference is there. And we're talking about this run game. That's another thing. The run game looked very well. I love, matter of fact, the direction it's going. I love the outside zone, the way they scheme it up, the way they're utilizing their O-line's athleticism, but also size and power as well. They can run outside and they can run inside. Takes you a long way, can take you a long way in the playoffs, regular season, whatever, dog. Run game, you must run the ball. So Frank Smith is already looking like a factor, a major plus to this offense. His expertise, what he can help O'Connell with, this will all benefit the team. Understand me? As far as the quarterback situation, we didn't see much from Murray. He played, what, a series? Now, do y'all actually think Kevin O'Connell going to put Murray out there for more than one or two series? I don't think so. Now, some say next week is when they're going to play starters more and really see what you got. We're going to see. You got joint practice. It would be nice to see the starters again for a few drives. But you think KOC is going to put his guy on the line, the guy he brung in to beat out McCarthy per se? Do you think Kevin O'Connell is going to put him on the line? Hell no, no way, no how. He won't even risk the chance of Murray looking bad. He won't risk it. He won't do it. He wants to stroll into the season and everyone thinking and believing Murray was the right man for the job. But Murray, he didn't look bad. I mean, bad, good. He looked solid. Looked like he understood what to do, understood his job, his role. And the run game really carried the first drive with Murray on the field. Had a okay throw to Addison. I thought it was a little late, but great catch by Jordan Addison, but solid read. Tough throw. I'll give him that. Definitely a tough throw. But as far as what could you really observe about Murray? Nothing really. Like I say, one series, that's it. But can he control the game? Can he protect the ball? And can he run his offense like everyone says it should look and it should be? Those are some of the main questions, man. JJ McCarthy, we talk about McCarthy. I mean, cool game. Nothing great, nothing crazy. He had some really good throws, though. One throw that put his arm power on display again. One real nice throw showed all his arm power. Left foot back, bam, let it rip. But I will critique him in one area. The Miles Price, when he did the boot, and Miles Price came across with the crosser in the middle of the field, you got to hit him every time. You have to hit him every time. And I see where in training camp thus far through practice, they're talking about the process. I can see where his process may have been a little slow, matter of fact. Because on that play action crosser route, he should have been turn around, turn his hips, easy throw, bam, on the money to Price. He was wide open for about 6 seconds in the NFL. That's a hell of a lot of time. But it all comes with the game, all comes about growing. But he has to trust himself more, trust his eyes more. Stop second guessing, overthinking so much. You understand the game. You know the game. You played at the highest level. Now just be calm and go do it on the field, McCarthy, period. And I know it's some talks of, oh, Carson Wentz should be your 2. He should be your 2, this and that. No, let's not get crazy with it. First of all, let's look at the different sides he was going against, right? Depth chart, first, 1s, 2s, 3s. And then we talk about drop balls once again. Ty Felton, do you want to be on the squad or not? Do you want to make the team or not? He dropped a beautifully thrown ball from McCarthy, behind the back, short, come back, get it, hit your hands, catch it. All this hype and talk about Ty Felton, everybody going crazy off of one catch. No, hell no. You know? Come on now, catch the ball, brother. That's where you make a name for yourself. That's how you make a roster, make a depth chart. That drop pass hurts him, especially with Dylan Bell coming in. Who else made Miles Price once again? But other guys competing and showing out, it's making it more harder and more harder for Ty Felton to even make the roster. So he better start catching the balls he should catch. And let me guess, everybody gonna put that on McCarthy as well? Is that McCarthy's fault? The drop passes by Felton? Almost a touchdown winning drive, probably. I mean, a touchdown drive, probably. But like I say, one play can change the game. Take away momentum, give momentum, etc. Aiden Chris in the building. What up, my brother? SKOL VIKES, man. Here we go. Yes, man. Let's get it. Carson Wentz balled out today. Would you say balled out, Aiden Chris? Expound on balled out. Now, I left the game midway through the 4th, per se. But when you say balled out, why would you say he balled out? You know? Did he ball out enough to beat out McCarthy? I don't think so. Like I say, who is he going up against? 3rd string, maybe 4th. Not taking nothing away from him. Had some good throws, some good reads. No doubt. Had some bad throws as well. They all did, him and McCarthy and Brosma. You know? All I'm saying, let's not get carried away with it. Minnesota Vikings D-line look good today. Definitely Aiden Chris. Glad you said something, matter of fact. But it's good to see Caleb Banks definitely in the rotation, getting around, moving around, getting acclimated to the game again. Big orange citrus. And they're gonna have to get their stamina up, but it will come. They're rookies. It takes time. Yes, you expect progress right now, but don't rush it. Understand it takes time. This is the elite of the elite, the best of the best. But Caleb Banks on the field, big orange citrus on the field. The D line in general looked good. The defense looked good. Like I'm not shocked. I really knew it would. Brian Flores works his magic every time. I love the way they fly around. Shout out Dallas Turner, got him a sack. But you see what's to come. And hopefully next week we see the first stringers more and more. A little, maybe an extra series. It's joint practice week. So extra series here or there, maybe, baby. Then rest them, let them cool, let them chill out. Bad. But it's good for them to get in rhythm, you know? It's good for Kyler Murray to be on the field, for Christian Darrisaw to be on the field. Can y'all believe it? Christian Darrisaw was on the field as well. So great things to see, right? Christian Darrisaw says he feels better than ever. But like I say, with all this good news and excitement, it doesn't matter how much talent you have, what you have at the skill positions, etc. If your head coach is not up to par, if he doesn't do his job play calling, if he doesn't do his job with game management, all the talent will mean nothing in the world. Coaching is the most important part of a team. Now, will the offense step up this year and be consistent? That's one of the biggest questions before the season starts. But as far as today, solid performance, a lot of things to work on, of course. I'm going to get into some pressers, the KOC presser in a minute, but a lot of things to work on always, always. You must grow. You must continue to get better. Hands down, man down, right? Period. But part of the process, you got to love the process, man. Aaron Jones, I'm not really a fan of him. Yeah, Aaron Jones is probably time. I mean, he should have been gone, man. Now, they probably didn't know they would land Damon Claiborne, but you saw clearly Damon Claiborne, you want him in the game now. Him and Jordan Mason. Now, you can throw Aaron Jones in the mix, but we're talking about elevating your run game to the highest level, performing at the highest level. You make Damon Claiborne your second string running back right now. You saw the difference in speed, in aggression, direction, right? Explosiveness, etc. Especially if the hole is there. If the hole is there, he's gone. Right? He's out of there, period. Finito, it's a done deal. You're not catching him at all. Here we go. No disrespect to Aaron Jones, but it is what it is. It ain't what it ain't. JJ McCarthy didn't play bad today in the limit amount of snaps he had. He didn't play bad. Limited amount, Aiden Chris, but on top of that, bad O-line play at times. And like I said, I hold McCarthy definitely accountable. I see where they said in practice the process was a little slow. I could tell on that pass, like I said, the rollout play action to Miles Price. Shout out Miles Price once again for being a pure dog, stepping up. Oh, man, I'm excited about him. We'll get into that later, though. But he got to turn around, flip his hips, and trust his eyes and get the ball there. Threw it too late. You saw what happened. So processing, definitely a big thing to work on for him. But overall day, solid day, cool day, nothing to go crazy about, nothing to get disrespectful about, and that's it. Drops was a problem with the star receivers last year. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Ty Felton has to catch that ball, Aiden. He has to catch that ball, brother. No way around it. You hear me? You know it. I know it. You have to make the catch. You understand me? No excuses right there. No excuses. We saw drop balls from who? Jettas last year, Addison. It was an overall down year for the whole offense in general. But at the end of the day, you have to make those catches. No excuses. Ty Felton has to step up and bring it in. You're trying to make the squad. You're trying to make the roster. Not only that, you're trying to get real playing time here, Ty Felton. What did you drop that ball for? And like I say, people going to blame McCarthy. He catches that ball. That's probably a touchdown drive. Let me know in the chat how you feel, right? If Ty Felton catches the pass, is that a touchdown drive right there? I believe so. I definitely believe so. You hear? You have to catch the ball, period. You're a receiver. That's your job. That's what you do. He'll get another chance, I'm sure. But all this crazy talk about Wentz over McCarthy, come on, can we be realistic? Can we not get crazy after one preseason game? Can we let things calm down and cool down? Definitely. Here we go. Too evil in the building. What up, my brother? SKOL VIKES. Here we go. You know, I blame McCarthy for Jamal Adams' injury. What? Yo, you just on some weird shit tonight. That's how you come at night, too evil. So you blame McCarthy for Jamal Adams getting hurt, player? Come on now, brother. And glad you mentioned it. I was going to mention it first off, starting it off the rip. But prayers up for Jamal Adams. If you know what the diagnosis is for Jamal Adams, let me know. I would muchly highly appreciate it. But prayers up to Jamal Adams. Once again, you talk about the worst part of the NFL football game in general, in any level, at any level. Injuries, they occur, they happen, they're part of the game plan, and it sucks. But definitely for a guy like Jamal Adams, feeling like he's back, already just getting over an injury per se, getting healthy, getting back confident again, ready again, made 2 good plays before that. That's why you like, damn, brother, damn. Because you've seen what he can do. Exactly what I said before. He's a tone setter, a head busser. You know it. I know it. Physicality up front, up close and personal to the line, he will shine. And he showed glimpses of it today. But once again, if you know the diagnosis of Jamal Adams, let me know right now. I'm going to check it out in a minute. That definitely sucks, though, man. Definitely sucks for him. Prayers up to him once again. Man, here we go, man. McCarthy is bad at throwing passes. No, he's not, brother. Let's be real to evil. I know you're a Murray nut rider. I know you're happy and you're excited about Murray. Cool, but let's not get disrespectful about McCarthy, about JJ McCarthy right here. The throw he had to Miles Price off 1 foot, 1 leg, whatever you may say, when he threw a dotty in there, that shows you arm talent and arm power, you know? Traffic all at his foot. But no one ever talks about that. Y'all really gonna play here? Let's not play here, man. Let's be real here. Here we go. Jordan Addison and Justin Jefferson and Jalen Naylor, while he was here, had balls go through their hands that he should have caught if you want to be star receivers. Exactly. Like I say, last year was a down year from the offense in total. We know that, right? Aiden Chris. So we understand what happened and what didn't happen. You know? So with that being said, I'm going to get into some notes I took. Then we're going to move into some KOC presser, team presser, see what the guys have to say, the players have to say, etc. But once again, shout out, congratulations to the Vikings for the first preseason win of this year. But I really love what I saw from the defense. But the Vikings pushing the run game. They were pushing the run game all day. Even that first drive with the ones. It looked, you know, like I say, ego in certain aspects is KOC exiting his ego per se, right? But they ran the ball a lot. So Frank Smith obviously already has a major impact, which is good. Nothing wrong with it. Like I say, KOC, don't force yourself to do something you may not be able to do. Right? Yeah. Let Frank Smith benefit you. Listen to him, man. Understand what's going on. Dog sharpen dog, period. But you love the way the run game was looking. Like I say, zone right, zone left, up the middle, all different ways the scheme could go. Then you mix in the play action and roll out and shotgun. Just wow. Let's see how real creative and innovative KOC is. We will see this year. We must expect the best from KOC this year. Why? He's in a hot seat. His ass, his career, his job is on the line. At least that's the narrative. Certain people, I repeat, certain people are pushing. You understand me? But at the end of the day as well, does that mean anything? You know? Getting some more notes. Like I say, the run game showed a lot of push, a lot of aggression. I love it. Caleb Banks flashed a couple times, had 1 tackle in the backfield or assisted, but it's good to see him on the field healthy at that. Right, that's a major thing, correct? Healthy. Then, like I say, him, Big Citrus, those guys out there just playing, learning the game, understanding the game, learning on the fly, damn near. Threw some Giants news in there. Whoever number 0 is for the Giants is a pure dog. They told me his name in the chat, but he's a real dog around yonder, period. Once again, number 0 for the Giants. He will be a real player one day, if not this year. Ty Felton drop. I talked about that earlier. Ty Felton, you have to catch that ball. And not just because McCarthy is throwing it to him. He must catch that ball every time. If you're a receiver, you must catch that ball every time. No excuses, no ifs, ands, buts about it, dog. Period. He knows it. I'm sure he understands it as well. I'm sure Miles Price will hold himself accountable for that error. That was a massive error right there. you know, perfect thought, perfect ball, beautiful ball. Now, I don't care once again if it would have been from Murray, Wentz, or whoever, not just because it's McCarthy. But I wonder if y'all will say, okay, McCarthy delivered a couple or few good balls today. They won't do it though, but it's cool. But whoever the QB is, you have to bring it in. You want to make the team, you will bring it in. That can make you lose your job, right? That can be the reason you don't make the first cut, let alone a team, but the first cut. You have to catch those balls with your hands, Felton. Come on, brother. You better than that. I mean, he go from one hand fadeaway catches in the end zone, everybody blowing it up. That's why you gotta sometimes calm it way down. You hear me? Heavy. Even I thought about it when I turned up a little bit when McCarthy outperformed Murray in the night practice. Yeah, I was turned up a little bit. I ain't gonna cap because I assumed that means he had the stronghold on it. Then 2 days later, KLC comes and bam, boom, it's over with. There you go. This is the Kyler Murray era. So sometimes you just gotta calm it down, man. Don't get too, especially about the Vikings. We know how the Vikings have done in the past, done now. We know how KLC has done, performed, whatever you may say. He's still suspect. Never forget it. He is still suspect until proven otherwise. You know it. I know it. Can he be efficient, brother? Can he be consistent, brother? Heavy. Can he put his foot on a team neck and take their will, take their soul? Yes. Can you lean on a team? Will you lean on a team? Break them down, bang, break them down, bang. And do it week in, week out, week in, week out. And when playoff time come around, you do it, turn it up even more. Huh? Come on, man. It's football, not rocket science. But KOC has to lock in. Get back to some more notes. Here we go. Once again, if you have any news on Jamal Adams, let me know in the chat right away. I'm going to get to it later. But if you know something right now, turn up right now. Let me get it in the chat. Let me get any Jamal Adams news in the chat. Once again, prayers up for Jamal Adams. SKOL VIKES. Where we at here? Miles Price, once again, Miles Price, a per dog. Miles Price, that's what you do when you want to play. That's what you do when you want to make the team. Not only make the team, but get some reps, some real reps. Like I said prior, Miles Price didn't have any catches last year. Now you're talking about from his performance in practice and on the field, he may be in the rotation heavy. I'm talking about incorporating him in a certain way where people like, damn, is he one of the next big things out of many? But in 1 year, I repeat, 1 year, you're talking about development like that. And Ben Lieber mentioned him earlier on one of the videos I broke down. Matter of fact, you're talking about 1 year of development and Miles Price comes back like that, a real per levy dog. And we still got to keep going, keep growing. But the performance he put on today, the catch he had today was immaculate. Some say great throw by Wentz. No, it wasn't a great throw by Wentz. Did he give him a chance? Hell yeah. But Miles Price went up there and got it one hand fade away and all that type shit. Raw talent is raw per talent. Keenan McCardell, once again, you cannot ignore coaching. Look at all the pedigrees that have came Keenan McCardell's way, and look how all these guys have improved in 1 year. Some 2, some 3, but everybody develops at different levels. But Keenan McCardell deserves a clap, a salute, boom, as well. SKOL VIKES, clap it up. Here we go. But I'm proud. Hey, I can say I'm proud of Miles Price, dog. Who expected that? Who expected this? Not too many. Now you expect him maybe to improve at punt return, kick return, become slightly better. But this here, I'm talking about he on the plays, making moves, making real noise out here. Like he could be a 3 or 4, or him and Jawan Jennings rotation, something like that, something proper like that there. You hear? But you never know. That's why I tell you, hey, every year is different in the NFL. That's why, yes, KOC, some say KFC, can redeem himself this year. Depending on how this season goes, yes, you could be talking about KOC in a whole new light. Maybe the highest paid head coach, a great head coach, elite head coach, the best in the world. Who knows? Now, for me, like I say, in order to retain his job, we need 2 playoff wins at the least. Yeah, period, man. No way around it. You 5 years in, brother. 5 years in. You got all the boys you want, all the talent you want, all the dogs you need. You can't perform here. You can't win with that. Is you crazy, baby? You must be out your rabbit ass mind. You know? So KOC must win. Just like Chase Daniels said, he understand. Kyler Murray must win. You know? We go, man. Who we got in the building? Who we got in the building? Let's get it. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. What's up? Yes, sir, my brother. He said, what's good? What's good, brother? SKOL VIKES is good. SKOL VIKES is all good. Oh, yeah, man. Here we go. Now I'm going to get into some video breakdown in a minute. Want to see what KOC has to say, of course. See what's up. Holding my brother in the building. What up, my brother? SKOL VIKES, baby. Here we go. Big dub, big dub. Let me get dubs in the chat. Yeah, let me get dubs in the chat off the rim. Malachi Fields. Yeah, Malachi Fields. There you go, Holden. Appreciate you, my brother. For real. You hear me? Malachi Fields is a pure dog. Who, damn, like, who let him rock? Who let him slide? Are the Giants just bringing in, should we call the Giants the just the best team at bringing in young receiver talent, being stacked at receiver for years to come? That dude is a real player. You can tell he's a real player. You know what he did to a few Vikings, what he did to Ivan Pace. He's a real player. Or he's real trippy out there, for real. I don't know why the hell they would have Ivan Pace on him anyway, knowing Ivan Pace lacks in coverage anyway. Now, I will say Ivan Pace Jr. made some good plays up close and personal to the line of scrimmage. Had some almost sacks, created some good pressure, had some tackles in the backfield, positive yardage, whatever, you know. But when it comes to Ivan Pace making the team, he's going to have to do a lot more, in my opinion, because the linebacker room, the linebacker core is really ready. Even today, number 48, who is 48 again for the Vikings? Interception, big play, making a name, making a name. You can't ignore it. You can't ignore it. Heavy. You cannot ignore players splashing on the field. You stand out, you just stand out. I don't care if you're first, second, third, fourth, boom. You understand me? Period. Number 48, he could take Ivan Pace Jr.'s spot. That's a phenomenal play he made. Young, talented, speedy, powerful. Somebody drop his name in the chat. Matter of fact, right quick for me. But you must understand this linebacker room has a lot of talent, a lot of depth, a lot of talent, a lot of depth. Shout out Bo Richter. Bo Richter, big sack today. Can he elevate? Can he step up? Maybe Brian Flores believes in these second-year guys, third-year guys like that there. You know, Brian Flores believes for a reason. And remember, these guys are still young, very young, still growing. And this is 3-4 years for some of them in the Brian Flores scheme of things. So what do you think what do you think that will equate to, huh? Top 3 defense, maybe number 1. Depending on how Caleb Banks and Orange Citrus, Big Citrus perform on a consistent basis, then you go from there. But we have major weapons up front. You know, definitely should be happy, excited, elated for that day. Daniel in the building. What up, my brother? SKOL VIKES. Here we go. Let's get it. Let me get big dubs in the chat. Big dubs in the chat. Heavy. Got a big dub today, man. When our best QB against the Giants was Wentz, says a lot. You can give it to Wentz, man. We know the factors and all, but shout out Daniel in the building. Wentz, shout out Wentz too. Wentz performed very well, very well. Can't take it from him. Preseason means nothing. Brosmer was all pro in preseason. I hear you, bet. No doubt, brother. That say calm down, cool down, man. Calm down, cool down. Yeah, we understand that, Bat. But it's good to see young players play. It's good to see who flashes, and it's good to see how they perform against competition. You can definitely see things and learn things about players from preseason. We cannot forget that aspect of it as well, Bat. Right, right. I.e., Miles Price, the way he performed today, the way he been performing in training camp overall. No one saw that coming. No one expected that to happen. He was seemingly strictly a special teams player, right, Bat? Then boom, he just made a name for himself in a preseason game. You know, he just made the roster off one play in a preseason game, bruh. Period. Ty Felton, if he doesn't make up for it, he may not even make the roster cut, let alone talking about wide receiver 3 battle, wide receiver 4 battle. You understand me? Period. You know it. I know. So, of course, his preseason doesn't count, doesn't matter. But in the big scheme of things, full spectrum, we're talking about identifying players, the Vikings identifying players who can play, who can't, who a real dog, who ain't. Oh, preseason matters, brother. Period. Hands down, man, down, never forget it. It's very similar to recruiting, college football recruiting per se. I mean, high school football recruiting per se, right? They talk about NIL, transfer portal. Okay, that's cool. Pay attention to it, but recruiting still matters. Development still matters, right? Certain things will never change about the game of football. That's one of them right there. Oh, hold up 1 second, man. Let me get back. Move this back in. I'll try that. Oh, wait it now. You know that. Know that for real. Get back into these notes here. But I definitely understand your point, Bat. But understand, what do you look for in preseason, brother? Understand me? But we got young guys who can play ball, older guys who can play ball, man. Be very excited about the defense for sure. You know what I mean? I like Malachi Fields coming out of Notre Dame. Giants got them a dog, a receiver for sure. We'll be keeping up with him. Hell yeah. You damn right, Aiden. Malachi Fields is a dog. Where was he at? Where was he hiding at? What round did he go? Hey, Aiden, what round did the Giants draft him in? Because where the hell was the Vikings antennas at around now? Yeah, I said it. Where the hell was the Vikings antennas at? This dude a real battle head. This dude a real problem here, dog. I'm like, what? Who? You talking about him? I thought it was Likely. Whole time is him getting that thing there working. I mean, Likely was out there too, but he made them plays, my boy. You hear? I'm talking about Malachi who? Notre Dame putting out who, when, where, since when? A real dog like that there. Let me go check Jeremiah Love stat sheet then type shit. You hear? Come on now, man. Here we go, baby. For real. That's crazy work right there, for real. Here we go. KO said Adams' preliminary looked bad, but they waiting for more info. Early indications are he is out. Damn, Batman, brother. Like I said earlier, prayers up to Jamal Adams. Just so excited for him, right? You could tell he's happy, ready. Flash today. It just happened though. That's the game sometimes though. He got to keep his head up. I'm sure it probably will be easier said than done, but he got to keep his head up, chest out, definitely, dog. Can he play again? Who knows? Like, do we know? Hell no, we don't know, brother. Depending on the injury. Depending on if you want to put another year of rehab in and grueling and strenuous work and effort again, trying to heal, then going back, getting healthy, then playing on top of that, competing on top of that at the highest level, brother. Understand me? Will he be the same depending on the injury and all that? Man, injuries suck. That's all you can say. Injuries suck. You just hope you can stay healthy, right? You pray a player doesn't get hurt, And it's crazy to me, right? You actually have fans out there that clap, applaud, Like picture yourself applauding when someone gets hurt. Like you see someone seriously hurt, or fuck that, not even seriously hurt. Say they're just banged up or on the ground, laying down in pain, whatever it may be. And you actually applaud and clap like, huh? Like, could you picture yourself clapping for someone who's down in agony, etc.? I know I wouldn't do no dumb shit like that. That's real foul play for real, real wicked for real. Matter of fact, but it's actually fans out there who clap at a player's injury. Like, who are you? You know, where does your mind go? I don't care how big the rivalry is, how big the game is. You know, now if you went out there and put all your money on the game, that's you. But don't get mad at the player for your mistake. You hear me? Period. Yeah, yeah. A lot of people, a lot of fans get mad because the player messed up. They what is it called? FanDuel, whatever it is, man. They fantasy football package type shit. It's a real person on the field, brother. That's a real human land right there. Hurt. May never play the game again. You hear me? A game he been playing his whole life. You hear me? You got the nerve to clap and laugh and applaud? Shame on you, motherfucker. Heavy, and that's for whoever it is. Here we go. I know it ain't. I know it ain't. You rang who yang. You rang who yang. Huh? No Eddie tonight, who yang. You hear me? No cap. You know what I mean? You gonna put some respect on the Vikings tonight, who yang. Preseason or not. Hey, big dub, big dub. Here we go. Let me get them big dubs in the chat, no doubt. Dylan Bell would still be running if he cut up the field on jet sweep, it appeared. Now, Dylan Bell, now good reminder, Bat. Appreciate you, my brother. No cap. Now, Dylan Bell, you may be right on that one. I don't know if I caught that play or not, but Dylan Bell, yo, the talent is there. Let me know in the chat if you agree. Is Dylan Bell's talent there? Is it obvious talent? Do you want to see more of him? He's big, he's fast, he's physical, man. Even the plays he got the ball and just caught it and ran, you see the difference in aggression, difference in physicality, how he falls forward as a receiver. You see the difference in run style out there. Will KOC utilize him correctly? He should be on the team. He should make the squad. Not only that, he should get some real reps. The more he learns the game and learns the system and just understands the game slows down for him, yo, we're talking about still of the draft potentially. Him, Chuck D, you know, like it's very rare you may have two steals of the draft on your roster right now. You know what I mean? But Dylan Bell, just from what I've seen today, is similar to what you've seen at Georgia when he was being underutilized at Georgia as well. You know, questionable quarterback play at Georgia as well. So when you take all that into consideration, understand what you're really facing, yo, he's a real dog out there. You can put him at H-back, running back, tight end, talking about mismatch all over the field there, you know? Crazy work, man, crazy work. Wiggins in the building, Wiggins in the building. What up, brother? SKOL VIKES. What he said? JJ McCarthy, his ass. Come on, brother. Stop it, brother. Boy, bye. Come on now. Yeah. Nah, brother. Nah, brother. You hear? We ain't doing that. We ain't jocking that. You hear? No cap, brother. Can't let you rock with that. But shout out Wiggins in the building. What up, my brother? Wiggins World. Shout out Wiggins World in the building. SKOL VIKES. Let's get it. In 2024, Minnesota Vikings coach Kevin O'Connell adjusted his scheme to use fewer 3-receiver 11 personnel sets. He shifted toward heavier personnel with extra tight ends or fullbacks. Here we go. Jerry in the building. Jerry in the building. What up, my brother? SKOL VIKES. Let's work. Understand me? Here we go, man. Terrell in the building. Terrell in the building. What up, brother? SKOL VIKES. KOC got to take the field goals in the playoffs and high leverage games on the road, get the 3 points and kick it off. Yeah, sometimes you do, sometimes you must, right? Jerry, for real. He said, stupid O'Connell offense. Calm it down, Hu Yang. Calm it way down, Hu Yang. To me, Pace played good defense, but Fields is like 7 foot. Hey, ain't he holding no, yeah. Yeah, man, that's a big dude. I ain't gonna lie. Malachi feels big as hell, brother. I ain't gonna lie to you, heavy, you know. But game pace got better. Yeah, Pace made some flashes. Definitely made some flashes and all that. There you go, Jerry. There you go, Jerry. Dub, big dub, bro. Big dub. You hear me? Wentz's best play was the pass interference play. Here we go, man. Let's get it. Let's get it. Who we got? Who we got? He say big dub. Big dub. Come on, Jerry. Big dub, man. You know, see, Jerry know what's up. You hear me? Big dubs, man. You know, come on now. Now I'm gonna get into this KOC breakdown. Well, I'm gonna see what Kevin O'Connell got to say. No doubt. Got the Ravens next week. Are y'all ready? Are y'all ready for joint practice? Oh yeah. We go. 1 second.
All right, guys. I'll get you on some injury updates here in a second, but to play just about everybody on your roster, find a way to win the turnover battle. It was far from pretty. There's 1,000 things we got to clean up, but we've been trying to really build this team with the mentality of knowing what we know with our organization with the turnovers and knowing how our.
Hold up 1 second. Hold up 1 second. Finna drop the link in the chat as well. Want to come rock and roll with me, lock in with me. Say how you feel. Just make sure it's real. Yeah. Let's get it, man. 1 second. 1 second. Let me do this. Get this out the way here. SKOL VIKES, man. SKOL VIKES. Here we go. And let me know in the chat. Let me know in the chat right as you come in how you feel about the game. Who looked good to you? What player are you excited about? Defense side of the ball, offensive side of the ball. Let me know for sure. You're the official CJ2K in the building. Shout out the official CJ2K in the building. What up, brother? SKOL VIKES. Here we go. What he said. Good job, Vikes, in handling those Giants. A big L. We about to in week 3 in the regular season. Just tell them to enjoy Matt Nagy. Here we go, man. SKOL VIKES. Let's get it for sure. Get back to
defense. If we get those opportunities from them, we protect the ball on offense. Got to cut down penalties, especially in the kicking game. But I thought there were some really good examples of just, continuing to play smart football. We can absolutely elevate the level of execution. I did like really what I saw out of the first group offensively with the run game, and comes down to a third down there in the high red. And I think a little bit more time on task with everybody involved and understanding where we, whether a guy's sitting down or staying on the move. That's the difference between staying on the field right there and maybe punching the ball in the end zone. But I thought Kyler had command early. It was great to see him go out there and run the show, move the team, make a third down conversion to J.A., made a good catch there. And we're able to get points. And that's the way, starting the game off, getting points and allowing our defense as much as we can to play for a lead is going to be critical. And then we saw some really nice performances individually throughout the team, throughout the day. But overall, a lot to improve on. Big week ahead with Baltimore coming in for 2 days of joint work and then opening up U.S. Bank Stadium. So
definitely can't forget about joint work. Don't ever forget about joint work, joint practice, etc. That's where the ones really face and go rep to rep, bang for bang with the other ones. There was some rumor speculation that ones will play a lot of the preseason game next week. We shall see. Do I believe that? Hell no. But if that happens, very cool thing going down. But joint practice going to be very interesting, baby, for sure. Let's get to
it. A lot to get back to and get right back to the grind of quote unquote training camp. And I'm very much looking forward to do that. Just injury wise, obviously Jamal Adams with a right knee. Initial exam does not look good. Don't want to, confirm anything till we see the imaging on that, and I'll keep you guys updated there. Caleb Tiernan had a left ankle, and then Max Brosmer, had a right thumb. We wanted to be smart with that. We'll obviously image that. Don't have anything on that yet, but we just, didn't want him as much as he wanted to go back in the game. We just wanted to be sure that he didn't have anything in there, and Carson was able to come back in, and I did like the way we, situationally ended the game from a standpoint of getting 2 first downs backed up like that. And, thought it was a big deal to be able to take a knee in your first game of the year in victory formation.
Men's Health magazine named the Hydro Layer the best for anti-aging.
Open it up to you guys.
Kevin, Jamal.
Shout out Scott in the building, Scott Brown in the building. What up, brother? SKOL Vikes, here we go. Let's get a SKOL, definitely. Big dubs in the chat, big dubs in the chat. You hear me? No cat, man. SKOL in the chat, you hear me? No cat, man. Let's get it. We here. We come, you're.
Josh was telling us about how Jamal had talked to the team this week and kind of shared some of his story. When injuries have been such a big part of it, to see another one come up, what does that kind of make you feel as a coach?
Yeah, I told the team after the game, this guy's come in, you know, and just impacted our organization. He's energy every day.
Big facts, no cap. You seen it in the presser. You seen it in the interviews. You seen it when he flashed on the field. Today, what he would bring to the table as a vet, okay, vet, cool. Talk about Harrison Smith, no disrespect. I'm probably taking Jamal Adams over Harrison Smith right now. But he showed you the explosiveness was still there. He's been a head busser. I told you he's always been a head busser. Tone setter. You hear me? Go getter, bro. Straight up. You put him up close and personal to the line, he gonna succeed. Injuries suck, man. Prayers up to Jamal Adams for Jamal Adams once again.
Affecting people in a positive way. We've absolutely loved his play style, his competes. And he was, you know, genuinely carving out a significant role for himself. And he was doing that just by totally being all in on the process and a part of Flo's defense. So there's a lot of guys in there that are crushed for him. You know, we don't know exactly what it is yet, but we are going to wrap our arms around him, top to bottom in our organization, and we're going to support him. Because you know, he's earned a lot of people's respect in a very short amount of time, and that's what he deserves. And I know that's how our players and coaches feel.
Respect for sure.
It looked like Kyler was doing a lot pre-snap, just getting you guys in certain plays. For him to be at that point already, just, I mean, how nice was it to see?
Yeah. You know, we've been, you know, we're doing a lot, you know, in our run game on those early downs, and we may not have, you know, shown a lot of the things that maybe we've been working on, but there was still some principles of, you know, some emphasis.
And of course, preseason, you won't show everything. You won't let everything out the hat per se, but you can see some things. You can show some things. Like I said, the run game, how they look in the run game, man. I really like how the run game is looking, in which direction it can potentially go.
On what we want to go out and see. And I thought the guys ran off the ball. I thought they were physical. Thought both Jordan and Aaron found some good creases in there, and we were kind of, you know, sustaining some plays, convert a third down. That's what, you know, we're going to need to be. And then as you're able to do that with that same group in there, hopefully drive in and drive out, then you start, you know, getting some of the, you know, pretty conducive looks to maybe get to some other things in your.
Oh, come on now, brother. You cap. Johnny Las Vegas. Shout out Johnny Las Vegas in the building. What up, my brother? You hear me? And make sure you like, comment, and subscribe as well while you want to cap and yap, huh? For sure, brother. He say New York Giants and Vikings are trash. Come on with it then. Come on with it. Hey, guess what, brother? The Raiders got Kirk Cousins. Y'all in trouble. Rest in peace, Bernie Mac, a legend forever. This man that came in here and said New York Giants and Vikings are trash, and you in Vegas, my boy. You a Raiders fan, ain't you, my boy? Well, O'Connell used fewer receivers in 26 too. We'll see who, Yang. Let's get it. I know he ain't coming here talking crazy about and what, take the what and leave the what. But the Raiders aren't LOL. Raiders are trash too. Come on, man. Shout out Blood Eagle Smeagol in the building. What up, my brother? SKOL Vikes. Here we go. Here we come. What he said. And I'm a New York Giant fan from NYC, just living in Vegas. Hey, guess what, brother? So you say they trash. Well, y'all more trash than us because we just beat y'all today. So what that mean for y'all, Johnny Las Vegas? You hear me? SKOL Vikes, man. Shut it up. What you talking about? He said, what? Man, what? Man, come on now, back. We don't know about all that. Y'all got to comment way down now. Y'all talking about Mendoza. Now, how y'all know Mendoza is ready? Yeah. And how y'all know Mendoza is ready for sure? He say preseason don't count. We know that, Johnny. No shit, Sherlock. Duh. We know the preseason don't count, brother. Come on now. Hey, don't talk about Jackson Dart. Hey, we put the hurt and we put the beats on Jackson Dart. Hey, Jay Ward knocked the hell out of Jackson Dart. You better get him off the field. Matter of fact, you better keep him off the field, Johnny. You hear? Because y'all gonna fuck around and get Jackson Dart hurt for a long time. So you might want to keep Jackson Dart off the field, Johnny. You know? And yeah, you say Giants and Vikings are trash. Well, guess what? Y'all more trash than us because we beat y'all today. So what you got to say now, Johnny Vegas? Shout out Johnny Vegas in the building, man. Here we go. We can all tell McCarthy is an XFL QB. Oh, come on now, too evil. That's how you gonna do it too. You gonna cap too. One more again too. Right? Come on now, Blood. Come on, Blood Eagle. We know what's up, Blood Eagle. You hear me? That's crazy right there, brother. That's crazy, brother. You hear me? He said XFL. Stop it, man. Let's get back to it. We're gonna get back to it after that one now.
In your arsenal, but to me, we wanted to come in here and see that group go out and run the football. They were able to do that. Would have loved, like I said, to finish with a touchdown. But yeah, Kyler's done a great job from an above the neck standpoint, being able to handle it. That was really our first time off the play clock, working like the sideline to quarterback communication, his command of the huddle. There was a lot of really positive things that we saw out of that first group, and it, 8 plays, it took everything in me not to, keep him out there. But we kind of got a lot of the things we wanted to see out of that group, done. And obviously a big week with the joint practices. Those guys will get a ton of work between Wednesday and Thursday.
If you're a woman trying everything to get your teeth whiter, here's what a regular dentist won't tell you. So I'm at the dentist at my regular cleaning, and my hygienist looks at my teeth and she goes, I need to be honest.
The third down there with Aaron, just trying to figure out if he's sitting down or keeping on the route. How much does that just come down to those guys getting more time together?
Yeah, it does. And it's, we went with kind of a quick count. You never know in these preseason games exactly what you're going to see defensively. So it's kind of a standard, across the board kind of play. Everybody gets set. And he kind of got through his progression, and Aaron's probably the throw, just a zoning look there, just falling forward for the first down. And here we go. We're, 1st and 10 inside the red zone, see if we can put the ball in the end zone. But that's going to be part of it. And we've gotten a lot of work all over the field in training camp, whether it's been, pass likely, the ton of early down work to
hold on, man. Shout out my brother man in the building. My brother man 11R in the building. What up, brother? SKOL Vikes. Here we come, man. Here we come. And what he said there, am I the only one who thinks McCarthy actually looked okay? His mechanics had definitely improved. You're not the only one. You're not the only one, Madden. I feel the same way, man. I don't know where this hate for McCarthy is, Madden, right? The crazy talk after one preseason game when he didn't look bad. I guess they missed the throw he made off one leg to Miles Price. Phenomenal. Fucking phenomenal. I guess they missed when Ty Felton dropped the ball. Beautiful pass from McCarthy. Phenomenal. Fucking phenomenal. You hear me? When he does something well, hasn't this been the narrative though, Madden? I'm so glad you said that right there, brother. But hasn't this been the narrative right here for McCarthy, man? First thing they talk about off the rip is what, Madden? Oh, McCarthy. Oh, he had some bad throws. Oh, he got hit. And so you're not going to talk about the O-line getting beat out the gate on a couple? What's up? I have no problem saying where McCarthy was wrong. The play action rollout, he should have hit Miles Price sooner and quicker. You got to process it. What did I say earlier? I understand. I can see where he may be processing things slower in practice. It's showing now. It was evident today. That's why I say it's different. You can always get something, form an opinion from preseason. I don't care what nobody talking about around yonder. You can always learn things about players the preseason, especially if you're paying attention to certain ones. But process, McCarthy, process quicker. Now, because I say that, do I say Carson Wentz is better? Hell no. What the hell going on? Huh? You actually got people talking about, oh, Carson Wentz year 2. Carson Wentz year 2. What? What are we talking about around here? That's why I say, McCarthy, get out of town right now. The hate is crazy. And for what? Kirk Cousins didn't even face this much criticism. He was a bum, trash. Talk about trash. Ass, Johnny Vegas. That's who ass right there. The quarterback for the Raiders. Piss poor trash. Straight up. And y'all gave him 6 years of robbery. Didn't do nothing but rob the Vikings, rob the Commanders. Who else he robbed? Robbed the Falcons. Oh, they got some super rob right there. Robbing the Raiders. Y'all think the Raiders gonna go somewhere with Kirk? Since when? He ain't no winner. He'll give you the stats, give you the numbers. He ain't giving you no big wins. I stand on that 10 toes down, brother. Straight up. You ain't getting no big wins out of Kirk no time soon. You know, and really, the Raiders' hope is Mendoza can beat out Kirk, but that may not happen. How much trust can you even put in Mendoza? You understand me? Come on, man. You understand me? Here we go. We have to be realistic about certain things, brother. I'm so glad you said that, Madden. I'm so glad you said that because you see how quick Madden 11, you see how quick they already trying to say. Now, what's the narrative now? Oh, Wentz looked better against the 3s, against some 4s. Oh, Wentz looked better. Right? Come on now. That's going to be the narrative. I guarantee it. Oh, who should be QB2? What? We know who's fucking QB2. It's early. What do you mean right there? That's what I'm talking about. Glad you came through with that comment quickly and swiftly, Madden 11, SKOL VIKES in the building, brother. Here we come. You know it. I know it. Hell yeah, man. Here we go, dog. For sure, man. He said, I actually plead the fifth. Plead the fifth on what? Expound, Blood Eagle. Expound, Blood Eagle. For real, Holmes. Here we go. He said, I plead the fifth on what, brother? On what? Man, you are correct. Yep, no doubt, Bat, no doubt. Real talk with it. Dre in the building. What up, my brother? SKOL VIKES, man. Here we go. Let's get it. JJ McCarthy, I think, is better. He sit behind somebody than when he gets a chance. Hope he learns from his mistakes. I ain't gonna say all that right now, Aiden. I mean, I understand what level you're coming from, but I ain't gonna say that right now, man. You know, McCarthy needs to be cultivated. He needs to gain his confidence back, and he needs to be coached and paid attention to. Period. He needs a coach that's ready and willing to put all his energy into him and make him the best QB who he can be. Who is that? We're going to find out for sure. Who called the QB run for JJ on his first play? I believe that was a broken play right there, Bat. Yeah, that was a broken play, I believe, my brother. Somebody went the wrong way to running back or McCarthy. Either way, it was a broken play. Here we go. Kirk will be out soon. Yep, definitely. Big T in the building. What up, my brother? SKOL VIKES. Kirk isn't the QB1 in Oakland. It's Mendoza. Are you sure, Big T? I thought they say Kirk is the one. Kirk is the one. Now, I don't follow the Raiders, but ain't Kirk Cousins the one? The highlights I've saw, the media I've seen on him, Kirk Cousins is the #1 QB. Here we go. Yeah, he's still slow on his process, but his throwing motion seems much better. Facts. I think people just hate the guy for no reason, no matter what he does. Exactly, Madden, brother. Exactly. You hit it on the head with a hammer. He said Kirk is not trash. You a damn lie. You a lie. So my Kirk ain't trash. What is it then? Is he good? Is he a winner? How long he was with the Vikings? How many playoff games he win? 1? And he didn't win that. The Vikings defense did that. Talking about he ain't trash. What is he then, brother? What is he then? Here. Let's get back to it, man. He ain't trash. Since when? Since the hell when?
what we want to be from a run game standpoint. And then we've really worked red zone as of late, and that's all stuff we'll continue to build out. We got 2 great days planned versus Baltimore, and then a bunch of time leading up into the season to make sure we get these guys on the same page. And what I am seeing though is a confident group. I think they feel like they're gelling, they're coming together in a way that they know what we're trying to get done. They know the philosophy behind it, and as we're able to kind of fully unleash what we're doing, we expect to see the play style hold up and really be a part of what we want to be.
Coach Miles has put together several strong days at camp, just having the day that he did on the contested catches.
No, Miles, I thought that was a phenomenal catch to kind of, get us going a little bit from Cars trusting it, anticipating it, and catch and run there. And then, it was, in these games when you kind of get down personnel groupings, you can't get, we didn't have enough to go real big. So, trying to run the football in and the goal to go can be difficult, especially when they're committing so many people running through gaps and things like that. So the fade route right there to Miles, thought it was he worked his release, and Carson, put it out there for him. It's not all the time you throw the ball to one of your shortest receivers on a fade. But
Hold on. Here we go. Hold on, man. Hold on. Because now it's getting are people really defending Kirk Cousins right now? Are you kidding me here? Can almost promise you we won't even win a playoff game with Murray. Damn, Madden like that, brother. Here we go, man. Here we go. Wow, man. He said he do not believe in Murray at all. I think the problem is O'Connell's ideas, not the quarterback. It's been O'Connell. How long I've been saying that, Hu Yang? How long we've been knowing that type shit? You hear me? It's been O'Connell. Who is it on this year, Hu Yang? O'Connell. Who is the X Factor, Hu Yang? O'Connell. Who is the main corporate, Hu Yang? O'Connell. It's O'Connell. Duh, we know it now. By now, everybody know it. The whole NFL football world knows it. Even though they ignore it, they know it. And they're saying it more. You heard what Chase Daniel said in the video I played earlier. So at some point in time, if they don't say it about him now, they will have to say it eventually. They can't just coddle him forever, protect him forever. Come on, bro. Protect his wrongdoings forever. How wicked is that? He's never held accountable. How crazy is that? I don't care who he is, how he smiles, what he says. He's a glib speaker. And who the hell is he as a coach? Who has failed the Vikings? Him. Come on now. Are you kidding me? Him. You know what it is. Him, brother. SKOL, you know what time it is. KOC trying to save his job. Oh, yeah, you know that, Dre. You know that, brother. We know that, man. Real talk for sure. Real talk for sure. That's why he pulled the Murray move the way he did, hell. Because he think Murray the answer. Murray got to be the answer, but it may come back and bite him in the ass. Oh, yeah, the way he played this whole situation may just bite him in the ass, Jack. No cap, you hear me? What you think Murray was? What you think calling a battle so early for? Ego. Ego, period. He had to make Murray the starter, even if it wasn't right. Had to be the man on GP because KOC said so. He don't care about what's best for the team or not. And we're going to see if Murray is best for the team, but he didn't care about it. Got to be his guy, the guy he brung in his way, right? His way. Him and Quasi on that type shit. They way. Even if their way is wrong, they already brung in Frank Smith. He mad at that, Now he got to run the ball. He's forced to run the ball. Something he don't want to do. Know what I mean? What Nolan Bain Teasley say? So what? You need help, my brother. So we're going to bring him in help. You know what it is. I've been telling people for years KOC is the problem, but no one believes me. Oh, not everybody knows it. Everybody knows it. And I ain't going to lie. It was one point in time he had everybody fooled. Him and Quasi had a lot of people fooled. I believe the hype at one point as well when they first came in talking culture building, and are they going to collaborate and work together and communicate and build and competitive rebuild and this and that. And the Wolves talking about multiple Super Bowls. Why didn't you hire Harbaugh? Because this is more of a culture thing or this and that. Cap. Whole time they probably should have hired Harbaugh. So everything that KLC came with, giving him a chance. vouching for him, speaking up for him, believing in him. 1 year, 2 year, 3 year, 4, 5, boom. So if he fails this year, then what? You haven't seen enough? It's still not enough? 4 different quarterbacks in, still not enough? The quarterback's still just the problem, huh? Exactly. Mickey in the building, Mickey in the building. Did JJ have 2 drops? Can someone elaborate? Curious. Come on now, Mickey, there you go. Like I said, I guess it's JJ's fault for his receivers dropping the ball per se. You understand me? I guess that's what they're trying to tell us, Mickey. It's JJ McCarthy's fault that his receivers dropped the ball. Ty Felton dropped a beautiful ball. You saw what happened with Miles Price. He's a real dog. McCarthy threw a beautiful ball to him. What did he do? Catch it and got the penalty. Know what I mean? Come on now. Cousins was a good QB, but choked in big games. How was he good, though? Come on. How was he good, though, Madden? Stats? What, numbers? Check the stats, my guy. Once again, I could care less about a stat, my guy. You hear me? Care about a damn stat. Check the win-loss record in the playoffs. Do that for me, Big T, first off the rip. Check the Super Bowl wins. Do that for me, Big T. NFC Championship wins, Big T. You hear me? Primetime games, big nights, big bright lights. You hear me, Big T? Then come back and talk to me around here. Until then, I don't care nothing about the stats Kirk Cousins put up, bruh. Period. Here we go. Here we go. 1 second. What he said, though? Saw something he said. Hold on. Something about Kurt's injury. Hold on. He funny. He said, anyway, can we trade KLC for Ben Johnson? Wouldn't it be lovely? Wouldn't it be beautiful? No cap, man. Come on, bro. Here. There it go. 23, he tore his Achilles. And, I mean, what you mean right there? Now, I give you that. I've said that a lot of times. Matter of fact, Big T. 23 was the season Kirk could have took the Vikings somewhere, just how the Vikings were playing overall, right? That was the season. If they were going to do something with Kirk, that was the season then. It was physical. They could run the ball. Kirk was locked in. KLC was locked in. Defense ready. Here. NFL got lucky that year. Once again, let's get back to it. That's the only year I will say the Vikings could have really made a push or run with Kirk Cousins that year. And Jettas was hurt that year, half the season. That's when Addison took off. And people talking about Trey Addy. What? Take the what and leave the what? I'm so glad the Vikings didn't pay attention to that bullshit. No bullshit. You hear? Here we go.
But that's a credit to Miles. Both the catch he went up and got in the field, and like you said, that fade route to turn that turnover, sudden change into points, really won us the football game, along with not turning it over and how well our defense played.
Coach, you talk about the offensive unit.
I was already planning to return it until something unexpected happened. To my surprise.
Can you talk about how the offensive line got on the second level really quick in the first half? And you know, as a football game, everything starts up front. So how do you feel about that?
Yeah, I think that's been a huge point of emphasis. Is we want to run off the football. We want to get into these combinations. We want to play on the other side of the line of scrimmage, and I thought it showed up. You know, it'll be exciting to jump on the plane and watch the tape and see exactly what it looked like. But it felt like, especially through those first 8 plays, we were really, kind of sequencing up, some things, on that first and second level, like you're talking about. That bode really well for where we want to go as a football team. But it's massive, and it's something that we have a total commitment to, and look forward to seeing it kind of build out from here.
What did you think of just JJ's, I think it was 14 snaps, and just the way he operated back?
Yeah, I loved there was a snap in there where, they, I think they called him for both corners might have got called for either holding or PI on that, but he hung in the pocket, had a little push there. and was able to throw the ball, in between the numbers, in the intermediate part of the field, which I thought was big time. Thought he had a chance on the third down to Jay Sean to keep the first drive going, and just kind of one of those need to lead him out there, give him a chance to make a play on the ball, and tight coverage, and that's the way it's going to be on third down. But overall, I thought, there's a couple little things here and there. His first play of the day was not a quarterback sweep. We did want to hand that ball off to the jet sweep runner, and luckily we were able to come back, get Dylan a couple, and find a way to get some positive yards with how much they were trying to, infiltrate the interior of our O-line. So, but yeah, we were trying to get that ball out on the edge there, and when JJ had the ball, my life was flashing before my eyes on his first snap of the day.
Jacoby Thomas, okay?
Yeah, no, he's been dealing with a little bit of just back stiffness, soreness. He's been going through Indy, and we're kind of trying to see where he's at for his ability to move forward. But yeah, we'll definitely want to. Hopefully, I'll keep you guys posted on it. But it's better to be smart with it early on. And then he's such a physical player. We want to make sure he's good to go. And when he is, we'll get him back in the rotation a little bit.
Kevin, with Jamal, I know you don't want to get into the extent of it, but just in terms of what happened there, what did he say, or what was your impression of how the injury happened?
Yeah, I can't really speak to it. When I got a chance to talk to him, it was more obviously just in a supportive role. He was pretty emotional, pretty upset. And my job in that moment is to be there for him. I got to go back and look at it, see exactly what happened on the play. But it just kills you. It absolutely guts you to know. I can remember vividly sitting in my office with him when we hosted him on a visit, and just was enamored with the energy, the positivity. And this guy just wanted to come in and be a Minnesota Viking, and he was doing a hell of a job and impacting a lot of people. Young guys, veteran guys, just, a lot of respect for what that guy's accomplished in the league within our team.
Big facts, no cap. Respect Jamal Adams, man, for sure. Here we go.
But he wasn't taking that, for granted and expecting anything. He was earning everything, and by the day he was getting more and more and more. So just absolutely crushed for him. Really am, Ben. Thank you, guys.
So there it is there. We're gonna move along. Get into some more pressers. JJ McCarthy up next. He said, yeah, he hates McCarthy, you can tell. What about it? Why does he hate him so much? You hear me? Why does he hate him so much? You hear me, man? Here we go. 1 second, man. Hold up. Let's get back to we're gonna get in some Kyler Murray. Let's do JJ first, man. Hold up. Let's do JJ first, dog. Fuck all that. We're doing McCarthy first, dog. Here we go. 1 second. Here we go.
Call poop cork. The Mayo Clinic confirms that.
How to feel out there, get some live reps.
It's awesome. I mean, anytime you're going against someone else, and obviously first game of the year, first time doing that, it was just a lot of fun there with the guys. A lot of things to clean up, but that's what preseason football is all about.
What did you like just about the performance? I think it was 14 snaps and not a lot of opportunity. What did you like?
I think just the familiarity in the system. Sorry about that. Familiarity in the system, seeing everything clearly, and just going out there and operating with a lot of different guys. It was just a lot of fun being out there playing football again.
On that first play, what's going through your mind? Is it Kevin said it's supposed to be a jet sweep, the timing goes off. Right?
Yeah, timing was a little bit off. That's what preseason football is for. But just followed a lot of guys that are in front of me.
Exactly. Once again, they act like McCarthy isn't allowed to make mistakes. He can't make mistakes. He has no room to make mistakes. Are you kidding me here? Like, what is preseason about? What is learning and developing about, right? Come on now. Stop it. Here we go.
It was picking right or left, and I chose the wall in front of me. And, I got back to the line of scrimmage. So, yeah.
You played in Michigan and coming back. How was the transition from college to the NFL? And how did you make that transition?
I would say the transition is just everyone's bigger, faster, stronger, but the technique, the fundamentals, and the scheme that you're going against every single day is at such a high level. There really is no, be a playmaker out there and lean on that. It's really just sticking to making the right decisions. And, every time the ball's in your hand, you're thinking about the team. And, it's pretty awesome to be at this level. And, the more you just go back to this is football, do my job, do it consistently, then the rest take care of itself.
What's it like handing off to Damon and watching him run with his burst?
He's a tremendous talent, an awesome human being. Love that guy to death. But, yeah, he's got some twitch in him and, that breakaway speed that unfortunately we didn't get to see today. Maybe a little bit on the wide zone that he had. But, yeah, he's going to be really good for us this year. I'm really excited for him.
What was the reaction with Miles' touchdown catch? What did you guys say?
It was so awesome. I mean, the thought process behind that with Carson was fantastic. And just, being in his 11th year, we had a run play with a fade tag on it. And he's like, 1st and goal, year 11. I'm not throwing the ball here. And Miles is such a ball player. I mean, you saw it earlier that drive, going up and get that ball. And, he's tremendous. Just seeing him in 31 when he first got here and then continuing to make strides. I'm really excited to see where he's going to be, too.
The one he had, the one Miles had on the longer one for you, it looked like you had some pressure coming back on you, had to throw it off your back foot. Is that just giving him a chance there, or what went through your mind on that play?
Yeah, seeing single high, knowing I'm going to have one-on-one coverage in that route. And
threw it off his back foot and made a beautiful throw at that. You understand me? Threw it off his back foot and made a crazy throw at that. The arm's power was on display all the way. Underappreciated, not appreciated.
Just feeling stuff beneath my feet is really just, that's the reps and the experience of give it time. Trust the feel beneath you. And, saw he was one-on-one and he's a ball player, so he's going to go make that play.
So, what else we got here, man? We're going to look. Let's do Kyler Murray, then I'm going to get up out of here. Give me 1 second. Do Kyler Murray, then get up out of here, man. See what's going down.
With your phone leaned up against whatever's next, right? The angle's always wrong. It keeps sliding. And
Did you have fun out there?
I had a blast. Reality really is kind of setting in. I talked to my family this weekend and just how everything, spending 7 years in one spot, and then everything for me has been brand new this weekend. From getting on the bus with new faces to traveling an airplane, new plane, new seat, new operation, and I'm just really embracing what's new for me. But yeah, today was a blast, man. Today was a blast.
How did you feel like it went at the line of scrimmage with as many checks and stuff as
Yeah.
you guys had to make?
I think I thought we handled communication well today. Obviously, preseason one, so it wasn't super loud in there. Didn't really have to fight that adversity, but I thought our communication was great. I thought we handled checks and operations were great. O-line did their thing. Obviously, the running backs had big gaping holes that didn't get touched until 5, 7 yards down the field. So that's kind of what KO wanted to see. The guys come off the ball and get the run game going. So. I know I didn't get any odds, but it was like I said, I'm blessed to be out there again. I haven't played since October, so I had a blast.
Just obviously
A lot of sound going on in the background.
more that you guys are going to unveil in the run game as we get closer to the season, and just to kind of make that statement with this run game being as big of a force as it was. What did that mean for this group as a whole?
I mean, I think it was good. I think, like I said, that's what we want to come out and see, was to get the run game going. Guys come off the ball for however many plays and then get out of there. And I think we accomplished that.
What's the toughest transition you had to make from leaving the Cardinals and coming to the Minnesota? I'm sure the verbiage is different, but what's the toughest transition for you?
Yeah, I mean, I think this being my first time really, having to learn a whole new system. That was.
And how will he grow and how will he learn the system? You understand me? That's the main question. That's the biggest question. Matter of fact, with that being said, man, I'm gonna roll up out of here. Gotta shake out. Hey, man, once again, shout out, respect my Levy dogs, my big dogs in the building, my subscribers, my supporters. You are much appreciated for life. Never forget it. Understand me? Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and hit that bell as well. Share this with any and everybody you know for sure. Takes less than 1 second. Why not? Support the grind, support the channel. Big SKOL here. SKOL VIKES, win, lose, or draw, but we come to win. Down at the levee. We going fishing at the levee. SKOL VIKES. We run the north. Believe that. Here we come.